does anybody even actually remember the Emoji Movie? I feel like this movie just dropped from the abyss. People absolutely clowned on it for being terrible, and then it kind of just disappeared from the depths of the earth. This movie came out 7 years ago, and no one has really talked about it since then, and I want to go back and see if people were overreacting, or is this movie actually that bad? So we start off with this emoji guy named Gene, and he's supposed to be the meh emoji, but he can never make the right face for some reason. And there are all different types of emojis who all have to act as their expression all the time.
Laugher is always laughing, even if he's just broken his arm.
I can see the bone!
Crier always has to cry, even if he's just won the lottery.
Hooray! I'm a billionaire!
And they all live in this place called Textopolis, and every single other app on the phone is like a completely different world. And because Gene can never make the right face, he can't join the box, and the box is the place where they send off all the different emojis to this kid's phone named Alex. Now, I'll give the movie credit for this. It's trying to be creative, and they wanted to do something original, and maybe this thing would have been better if they replaced every single person who worked on it. But anyway, it's somehow Gene's very first day on the job, and his parents are talking him out of doing it because they're smart, and they just know that he's gonna fail at everything. But he goes to the box anyway, and he actually gets picked to be sent to the phone, and there is a scanner to scan the face of the emoji so it knows what to send, and of course, Gene makes the wrong face. And for a reason that I don't know, he jumps forward and he smacks his face up against the scanner thing, and it sends the worst emoji possible. And unfortunately for Alex, he was trying to text his crush, and because Gene has the brain of a 3-year-old, it sends the completely wrong one. And Gene destroys pretty much everything, and the main emoji lady tries to get rid of him because it's a malfunction, and yeah, I don't blame her because I would be doing the exact same thing. Unfortunately though, James Corden spawns out of nowhere, and he saves Gene by taking him to this lounge place where all the emojis who never get used hang out. And Gene and High Five somehow get the idea to try and travel through the phone to get to the cloud where they can like respawn Gene and to make it where he can be a meh emoji. I'm honestly not really sure. And to do this, they have to find this emoji who apparently knows how to navigate through the phone, go through all the different dangers, and make it to the cloud. And fortunately for us, the viewers, the Smile Lady has sent out all these different bots to try and get Gene, High Five, and the new girl Jailbreak. If there was one thing that the animators did actually do right, it was that they knew how to make Jailbreak really hot. I mean, I never thought I would be attracted to a blob thing with arms and legs sticking out. But anyway, the emoji people start to travel through the phone to get to the cloud, and they go through all these different apps, one of them being Candyland. And Gene somehow gets trapped into the game, and Jailbreak and High Five have to try and rescue him. And unfortunately they do, and this is really sad because the movie makes you think that he actually blew up, but no, he actually is just fine. And the phone starts making all these different sounds from the game, and of course Alex was trying to talk to his crush.
Hey, Addie, I was just wondering if you are...
Tasty.
What?
Delicious.
Excuse me?
Sweet.
And they go through another app, Just Dance, and thankfully for us, the viewers, the game is turned off so the movie can end quicker. But there is this big red button that you can never press because it turns on the game, and High Five, being High Five, immediately presses the big red button. And so the game turns on, and they have to beat it by doing all these different dance moves to get through it. And Alex's phone starts making sounds again because of Just Dance, and they're in the middle of a class, and his crush is present.
Hey, Alex, you gonna dance for us?
Alex, that's extra homework for you.
Hey, Alex, you gonna shake it?
I mean, this guy really cannot catch a break. And then they have to get through this firewall thing by saying all these different passwords, but of course, none of them work. And so Gene gets blown up and miraculously survives like 10 different times, and Jailbreak does not care that Gene should have died like multiple times. High Five then actually does something, and he remembers a message that he found in the trash that Alex was gonna send to his crush.
Dear Addie, you and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. Shine bright like a diamond.
But anyway, they do make it to the cloud after a bunch of other wacky and funny shenanigans. Oh, but it turns out that Gene didn't even need to actually do this because he turns meh after getting rejected by Jailbreak. So you're telling me that this entire adventure we had to go through to get to this place was worthless the entire time? Thankfully though, Gene gets captured by the bots, but unfortunately Jailbreak and High Five show up at the last possible second because it turns out that Jailbreak was actually just a princess the entire time, and she called the Twitter bird to come and get them. Yeah, this movie hurts my brain more than Interstellar did. But anyway, they unfortunately save Gene, and he learns to just be himself, and everyone has a dance party because all kid movies nowadays end with a dance party. Yeah, this movie is terrible. Probably one of the worst animated movies ever made. I really could not believe that professional writers took the time to think about this movie and think it's a good idea to put it on the big screen. But anyway, that's everything for me because I'm too exhausted to do anything else after suffering through this dumpster fire of a movie.